Jeannie's RV Adventure.
Wait, what?
Oh, sorry. And Eric's. Hello again, YouTube viewers. It's episode 5. We're starting week 8 and we're headed to Havasu. So in Havasu, we stayed at Lake Havasu State Park, and it was a really nice park. It was right there on the lake. It was reasonable, $25 a night. It had full hookups. We had this beautiful spot right across from the water. There was no one camping across from us, so we could just walk right down to the lake, and it was just wonderful. And it was Father's Day, and Eric had been wanting to go back to the Burgers on the Bridge. And so we headed right down there after we set up camp and had a wonderful meal for Father's Day right there by the London Bridge. And after that great meal, we headed back to the campground and just went down to the water and hung out at our space and watched the beautiful sunset over Lake Havasu. And the primary reason we stopped in Havasu was to see our good friends Scott and Pam Cameron. We thought maybe we'd be able to snag them and have them go out to dinner with us and visit a little. But Pam, who runs Island Girl Boat Rentals, surprised us and took us out on the lake for the day. We went up the river and went to Pirates Cove and hung out and had a great time. And it was surprising to find out that our good friends Tom and Melinda Crivello were also in town at this exact same time with a couple of their children and their children's families. So we got to spend a really good time visiting up at Pirates Cove, and I was having so much fun I didn't get any pictures at all. So it's fortunately we got together for dinner again the next night, and we missed getting pictures of Anthony and his family, and I didn't get the two guys, Tom and Scott, but here's the ladies. Here's me and Melinda and Pam. And then I did get a picture of Melinda's beautiful daughter, Erica, her husband, Kyle, and their 3 little girls. And so it was such a nice time and such a great surprise. And we love seeing our friends on the road. Well, it was time to say goodbye to our friends and the beautiful Lake Havasu and head on up the road to Las Vegas. And in Las Vegas, we stayed at another KOA at Sam's Town, and it was a pretty bare bones. There wasn't a lot of room for us to sit outside or anything. The spots were pretty close together, but it had really nice laundry facilities and showers, and the pool area was okay. And then, of course, the casino was right there. And it had this cute little indoor outdoor area, I guess you can call it, and put on little light shows at night, and was kind of different. So that was a little fun. We went over there for a date night later on in the week. And our first stop in Vegas was to go over and tour the Hoover Dam. Eric had never been there before, and he wanted to do that. And I remember being there as a kid, but not remembering much about it. But it is huge. The water level is super, super low. And they made us wear masks, which was really weird. They said it was because it was a federal facility, but we'd been to a lot of national parks and offices, and nobody made us do that. But anyway, we got to go down inside, and it's pretty cool to see the tunnels all carved out and all the big machinery. And here we are in the tour, and here we are being rebels, taking our masks off for the picture. But the guide was very nice, and he was super interesting. You could see he took his mask off there to talk to us. And we did have one like little Instagram girl who thought she, I don't know, was famous or something. And we all had a hard time getting pictures at some of the photo opportunities because, she used the whole opportunity to do like a full-on photo shoot. So people finally just started pushing by her, but that was about it. Everybody else on the tour was super nice, super interesting, and had never done it before. So it's worth it. If you ever stop by there, it's worth going through the tour. So after the tour, we walked around and took more pictures of the area. And I guess back in the day, the only way to get from Arizona to Nevada on that route was to actually drive over the dam. So you could still drive over the dam to get to the Arizona side, but there's no access from the Arizona side. They cut it off because they built a new bridge that goes from Arizona to Nevada, and we walked over there a little later. These are all pictures of around the dam when we were touring there, and they had a little monument to the dog that was like the dog during the construction that was like everybody's friend. So that was really cute to read that story. And then we drove over and we walked over the new bridge to get some pictures, and it was pretty great place to get some pictures of the dam. And that night was date night. We went back into the casino to the steakhouse in there, the Angry Butcher, and it was very good. And our wait staff was wonderful. We recommend the place if you're ever there. And it was really cute because we were in the indoor-outdoor area, and they had the little waterfall show and stuff. And while we were there, and we also then went and saw the new Top Gun movie, and it was really great. We had a lot of fun. The next day we ventured down to the Strip, I guess it is, and we went to Treasure Island and walked around Caesar's Palace because I just like all the stuff in there. It's really pretty. And then we head over to Fremont Street, and we were there and we watched the Fremont Experience, I guess it's called, and it was beautiful. Very, very, very crowded though. And it was cool because people are ziplining down the street up above as the video and the music and everything is playing. And our next day, we went over to the Valley of Fire State Park. I had no idea this was anywhere even near Vegas, but it was beautiful and definitely worth the trip over there. The rocks were pretty amazing, and the formations and just the whole landscape was just very eye-catching. And pictures don't do this justice either. So I know I keep saying that, but I guess I need a professional camera or something. I don't know. It's good enough for us, but it doesn't match all the postcards. But it's definitely worth the trip over there. And this is where you guys got to know someone famous in the movies. This is where they perished. So stay tuned to the end, and I'll let you know who that was.
That's a man.
And as I said previously, I'll never be a wildlife photographer, but I'd take my best shot. And this guy was gorgeous, and he just stood there and let us take pictures of him. This formation is called the arch. And this one coming up, this is a poodle. Can you see it? It looks like a big poodle head. And some of these other ones we couldn't really make out. They didn't look to us what they were called. We had a hard time tracking down. Oh, here's another bighorn sheep we found along the way. That one looked like an angry gorilla to us. And it was just beautiful. And that was our last day in Vegas. And as I promised, this spot is where Kirk, played by William Shatner, dies in the feature film Star Trek Generations. Just a little trivia. And tomorrow we're heading down the road. So we'll see you next week. Thanks for viewing.